Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. The sale of assets of multinational petroleum company Anadarko in the country to Total Oil may not materialize, at least for now. This is because the Ghana Revenue Authority is refusing to issue a tax clearance certificate to aid the transaction. George Afi has more in the following report.
The Ghana Revenue Authority's decision not to issue the tax clearance certificate for this transaction was influenced by an audit which shows that Anadarko is supposed to pay some taxes running into $510 million to the tax authorities. These were taxes that was due to the state from operations in the country. Documents cited by JoyNews shows that Anadarko is refusing to pay the taxes, putting across several arguments. But the Ghana Revenue Authority in their formal response argues that their assessment was based on provisions captured in the Revenue Act. It shows that Anadarko should pay these taxes. Now, this disagreement has forced the Ghana Revenue Authority to freeze the issuance of this certificate and the required documentations to support the sale of their assets, which is critical to make this whole transaction valid or successful for Total's takeover. Government sources also maintain that although they do not object to which firm Anadarko can sell its assets to, they just want to make sure that the right thing is done. We are learning that government is prepared to give its blessings to this deal only if Anadarko gets all the required regulatory clearance. Anadarko is selling its assets in Ghana and other African countries as part of some restructuring moves and slight change in the ownership of the company.
In other news, importers and traders may be forced to increase the cost of their goods if government goes ahead today to switch off Ghana Community Network Limited and West Blue systems at Aflao and Alubo borders. The likely disruptions and delays at the ports of entry will lead to demurrage and rent increase charges by shipping lines, which will be holding containers. Senior Minister Yao Safumafu last week directed all freight forwarders, clearing agents and other stakeholders to use the new customs management system by Unipass to clear all goods from the 1st of March. The freight forwarders say the downtimes will increase the cost of doing business. Now, the whole of March, we are celebrating Ghana. We are not only celebrating our culture that makes us unique, but the people who make our nation proud. One such is Solomon Kwenu, who made history by becoming the first Ghanaian pilot to fly the world's biggest passenger aircraft, Airbus A380, from Dubai to Accra. It's been a little over a year since he attained that feat, and Captain Kwenu has been speaking to Joy Business about the experience and what it means for a Ghanaian pilot to work with the Middle East's largest airline, Emirates.
A lot more goes on in the cockpit than you can imagine, thinking about all sort of scenarios, looking at alternates in case maybe a passenger is unwell, what do we do? And so we think about all these things. We look at the weather systems ahead and plan all the time, and making contingency plans and alternatives to make the flight very smooth and comfortable for the passengers.
What's been your most memorable flight?
It goes without saying, the Accra flight. Yeah, that is one that's... How did you feel when you went to that? At that time, it was, as I said, the professionalism, staying focused, make sure that we achieve the task ahead. And after landing and we vacated the runway onto the taxiway, I gave control of the aircraft to my colleague, my first officer, and I couldn't hold back the tears. I was just crying. I was just crying. I was full of tears, seeing all the people waiting, waving, dancing, drumming, and shouting. It was just unbelievable.
What was it like being a Ghanaian working for Emirates? Can you tell us?
Emirates treats every nationality the same. If you are professional and do your job as they train us to do, you are the same as everybody else. And being a Ghanaian and working with Emirates among so many different cultures, it's an experience one cannot get easily, because you learn so many cultures at first hand. You know, every flight I do, sometimes I have about 20 nations, nationalities working with me, and you learn so many things, and it helps you improve yourself and become a better professional and a better person.
a Ghanaian to be proud of this Ghana month. Stay with us. Next on News Today is sports.